Welcome to Trendverse by Uzma Amin, your destination for the latest trends in AI, online earning, blogging, finance, technology, and future skills. If you want to stay ahead, learn smarter, and grow faster in the digital world, you're in the right place. Subscribe to join our growing community. Like and share to support valuable content. Turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Let's learn, earn, and grow together.
Okay, if you have ever, and I mean ever, had to build a presentation from scratch, you know the pain. But what if AI could just do it for you and do it in seconds? Well, today we're diving into a tool called Gamma AI that promises to do just that. And honestly, it might just change the way you work. I mean, we've all been there, right? You're just staring at a blank PowerPoint or Google Slide screen, knowing you have hours and hours of work ahead of you. You got to write the content, find the right images, and then try to make it all look, well, not terrible. It can be such a drain on your energy, your creativity, and definitely your time. And this slide. This is the frustrating reality for so many of us. We pour this huge chunk of our time into just formatting, aligning text boxes, picking fonts, messing with colors, while the time we actually spend on the big ideas, the core message, it feels tiny in comparison. The whole balance is just wrong. But what if we could flip that ratio? What if we could spend most of our time on the idea, not the design? Well, a new wave of AI tools is promising to do exactly that. And today, we're zoning in on one of the most interesting ones out there, Gamma AI. So what is Gamma AI? Put simply, it's a smart presentation generator. You basically give it a topic, just a simple prompt, and it does all the heavy lifting. It generates a complete, well-designed presentation with all the text, structure, and images, all powered by artificial intelligence. Now, that might sound a little too good to be true, so how does it actually work? You might be surprised by just how ridiculously simple the process is. It really all boils down to 3 simple steps. First, you just give it a topic. That's it. Second, the AI takes over. It just goes to work, generating all the content and the design. And third, before you even know it, your presentation is ready to go. It is that fast. For example, you could just type in a simple command, something just like this one. Create a presentation about artificial intelligence in education. You don't need to give it an outline or any content up front, just the main idea. And here it is. This is the truly mind-blowing part. The time it takes, sometimes as little as 30 seconds. Yeah, think about that for a second. An entire multi-slide presentation with text, a logical structure, and a polished design generated in less time than it takes to make a cup of coffee. It's wild. But honestly, speed is just the beginning. Let's take a look at the key features that make this whole AI toolkit so powerful. So at its core, Gamma is an AI presentation generator, but it's also this really powerful toolkit. It handles all the design, creating these beautiful layouts for you. It's got a built-in AI writer to help you find the perfect words, and when you're done, it makes sharing just incredibly simple. You can share it almost like a mini website. Let's look at a couple of those a little more closely. So here's what I think is the most crucial point for a lot of us. This tool completely removes the design barrier. You do not need to be a graphic designer to create something that looks polished and professional. The AI just handles all the aesthetics, creating these sleek, modern layouts for you. And another huge advantage is how you share your work. Instead of sending some clunky file that someone has to download, you just share a single link. Your presentation becomes this slick, interactive web page that's accessible on any device. I mean, this completely changes the game for sharing your ideas online. Okay, so with all these cool features, the big question is, should you actually use it? Is it for you? Let's get into a quick verdict. Well, this tool is incredibly useful for a pretty wide range of people. We're talking students who need to whip up presentations for school, professionals building decks for business meetings, freelancers who are crafting client proposals, and even content creators looking for a new way to explain their topics visually. But of course, no tool is perfect. The advantages are super clear. It saves you a massive amount of time and you don't need any design skills. But there are some limitations to keep in mind. Some of the advanced features are paid, and while the AI content is a fantastic starting point, you should always give it a human touch, fact-checking it and refining it to really match your own voice. So where does all this leave us? I think it's pretty clear that tools like Gamma AI represent a major shift, a real change in how we approach productivity and even creative work. If there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's this.
The goal here is to let AI handle the tedious, manual parts of creating a presentation. This frees you up to focus on what actually matters, your ideas, your story, and the message you really want to deliver.
And this leaves us with a really fascinating question for the future. As these AI tools get smarter and smarter, will they move from just being an assistant to becoming our primary creative partner? I mean, will AI become our new designer? It is definitely something to think about.